prevention, precision land leveling combined with automated water gate systems as a precondition for scaling up the AWD further. So that was the survey results. Now comes to the actual pilot program results. So the enrollment actually translated into the verified delivery, the paid deliveries implementation. The pilot practice program has scaled up rapidly. The enrollment area has grown up from 10,850 hectares in 2024 to over 40,000 hectares in 2026. So it's almost 4 times from 2024. And the first year it was increased much faster. However, as enrollment expanded, the share of enrolled area that was actually verified and paid, what I call the implementation rate, is fell. For mid-season drainage, it dropped from 76% to almost 62%, and AWD dropped a little further from 73.3% to 56.4%. So we have rapid quantitative growth in the enrolled area, and actually paid area has been increased, but then the proportion of enrolled versus the paid or verified implemented farm households has decreased very quickly. And also the AWD is below mid-season drainage in both cases, which is also consistent with the harder or more labor burden for those farm households. So it's worth saying a word about how verified is actually done today in Korea. Is that mainly through, currently it's mainly through farmers' photo report. They take photos of their own farmland, and then it's combined with a sample inspection in the field. So this is very laborsome and very costly. However, there's more increasing using of the sensor monitoring. And also recently, RDA has launched the agricultural satellite, which will be able to remote sensing and automate the monitoring process, which will reduce the labor burden or the cost of the monitoring system or MRV procedures. And this one I can skip. This is a regional variation of the adoption. One thing I want to mention is that the per household acreage is, or the hectare is larger, they're more likely to implement, or actually their implementation rate is higher. So for national enrolled area grew from about 10,000 to 40,000 in 2026, and implied 2-year compound annual growth rate of about 92% per year. But as I mentioned earlier, the first year increase was much higher and the second year was much lower. If you just extrapolate this CAGR to the future expectations, projections, it's not going to be accurate. And also the regional variation was very high. So just simple-minded extrapolation is very dangerous and risky to apply the new policy. Since Gangwon province had like 159% CAGR, and whereas the Gyeongnam province had only 15% of CAGR, so the regions have different ratio of adopting or the increase. And also above that, like if you collect all the pilot program participants, it's only account for 5.7% of the Korea's rice paddy area. So it's still very small. So in order for us to increase this to major mechanism of low carbon rice farming, we have to come up with other policy instruments. So I want to compare these two instruments that we have in hand in Korea. So the first certification scheme is outcome-based, and it evaluates whether life cycle emissions fall below an item benchmark, and they require eco-friendly or GAP certification, and they carry 2-year validity, and is verified by third-party inspection, and rewards farmers through consulting support and consumers with cashback services. So the farmers basically get benefits from market premium, and since I said they require 2 prerequisite certifications, if you are certified by GAP, you may take advantage of 5 to 20% of the price premium. But if you already got the organic certificate, and organic certificate already has like 5 to 20% of the price premium from the conventional product. So basically, low carbon does not have any price premium for those organic products. And also for those consumers who purchase this type of low carbon labeled products, they get 2 to 10% of cashback services. So if you purchase those low carbon labeled products, they give you this green card with a cashback service incremented, and then you can use that to purchase more low carbon labeled products. And for the pilot practice program, it's practice-based, and it evaluates simply whether you have done the designated activity, and it has no certification prerequisite, and it renews annually, and is verified by program management plus IT monitoring. So they pay a direct payment subsidy, and it's about 150,000 won per hectare, which is $100, about $100, and now it's exchange rate. And for AWD, it's about $107 per hectare. So, and you can only apply for both of them combined together. So in total, you get about $207 per hectare if you actually implement the mid-season drainage for over 2 weeks and AWD afterwards. And notice the last row in particular, the water management is marginal within the certification scheme. It's been operated since 2012, and only 67 households out of 11,000 households who are certified for this low carbon scheme is implementing the water management system. For the pilot practice program, now it's scaled at 17,000 hectares, over 17,000 hectares. So it's much more uptaking because they get their direct payment subsidy for implementing this water management system.